It is 7:42 p.m. on a Tuesday. The room is dim, lit only by the cold blue glow of a smartphone screen. A woman, let's call her Cerise, sitting on her couch, still in her work clothes. She is exhausted. Her brain is foggy. She is hungry, but the kitchen feels like it's miles away. So, she opens an app. She finds the Thai place 3 blocks down. She taps on the pad Thai. In the restaurant, it costs $14. On the screen, it's $16.50. She adds an appetizer she doesn't really need because a pop-up told her to. Then come the fees, delivery, service, small order, taxes, a tip for a driver she will never speak to. She presses place order. The phone goes dark. She waits 40 minutes for cold noodles that would have taken her 11 minutes to walk and get. She just paid $42 for a $14 meal. Sarah isn't reckless. She's smart. She has a degree. She understands value. Yet she just let $30 vanish into thin air. And the terrifying part? She doesn't realize she does this 4 times a week. She is bleeding out financially, drop by drop, and she doesn't even feel the wound. If you have ever paid double for a meal just to avoid putting on shoes, or paid a premium just to have a box arrive tomorrow instead of Friday, you need to listen closely. I am about to show you how the modern economy has been weaponized against your own tiredness. If you want to understand the invisible tax that is quietly destroying your future, make sure you hit that subscribe button right now. You need to see this. We need to talk about the exhaustion tax. It is not a mistake, and it is not a coincidence. It is a carefully engineered trap designed to exploit a glitch in the human brain. Behavioral psychologists call it present bias. It's a simple, primitive mechanism. Your brain views a small amount of effort right now as a massive threat, while viewing a large financial loss in the future as an abstract, harmless concept. The system knows this. The entire gig economy is built on a single bet. They are betting that you are terrible at math when you are tired. They are selling you the avoidance of mild discomfort, but they are charging you a 300% markup for it. And because the pain of paying happens on a screen, and the pain of walking happens in your body, you take the deal. Every single time. Let's strip away the marketing and look at the raw numbers, because they are horrifying. When you order food through an app, you aren't just paying a delivery fee. You are paying a menu markup, a service fee, a regulatory fee, and a tip. The average order is roughly 60% more expensive than the food itself. If you do this twice a week, just twice spending an extra $25 per order, it is $2,600 a year. That is not just convenience. That is a luxury vacation. That is a significant chunk of a down payment. Gone, eaten. But it goes deeper than takeout. Walk into a grocery store, rather. Open the grocery app, because you didn't want to walk into the store. You buy the pre-cut watermelon. It costs $6. A whole watermelon costs $5 and contains 3 times as much fruit. You just paid a stranger a 400% premium to move a knife through a piece of fruit for 15 seconds. You buy the single-serving coffee pods as a 400% markup on ground coffee just to avoid using a spoon. You buy the furniture that comes assembled because you didn't want to turn an Allen wrench for 40 minutes. You justify it. You tell yourself my time is money. You tell yourself you are buying efficiency. But that is a lie. Unless you are using that saved 30 minutes to actively generate income, you aren't buying time. You're buying leisure. You are trading an hour of labor-based wealth for an hour of scrolling through social media. You are paying a premium to sit still. Here is the darkest part of the trap. Adaptation. The first time you order the groceries to your door, it feels like a treat. The 10th time, it feels normal. By the 50th time, the idea of walking through a grocery aisle feels like oppression. You are losing your tolerance for friction. The system is training you to be helpless. It wants you to feel that cooking, chopping, walking, and assembling are burdens too heavy to bear. Because the weaker you are, the more you will pay to be saved. Let's project this out over a lifetime. This is where the math stops being annoying and starts being tragic. If you spend $400 a month on these convenience premiums between the food apps, the instant shipping subscriptions, the pre-cut veggies, the pre-made kits, and you invested that money instead into a standard index fund over 35 years, that is not just spare change. That is $750,000. You're potentially trading a fully funded retirement for the privilege of not slicing an onion. You are handing over generational wealth to a tech conglomerate because you were too tired to put a frozen pizza in the oven. So, how do you escape the trap? You have to stop viewing convenience as a service and start viewing it as an adversary. You need to audit yourself. Go through your bank statements. Add up every dollar that was a convenience fee. The total will make you sick. That sickness is good. That sickness is the only thing that breaks the spell. Next, you have to reintroduce friction. Delete the apps. Make yourself log in through a browser. Force yourself to type in your credit card number every single time. Make it hard to spend money. And finally, reclaim the basic skills of existence. Cook a meal. Gild a bookshelf. Carry a bag of groceries. Reframing is your weapon. When you walk to pick up your food, you aren't wasting time. You are earning $15 tax-free. When you chop your own vegetables, you are paying yourself a wage. The discomfort is not a burden, it is an investment. The economy is designed to harvest you. It is designed to locate your exhaustion and monetize it until you are dry. You can continue to pay the tax, drifting through a frictionless life while your future evaporates into fees and service charges. Or you can wake up. You can choose the friction, you can choose the inconvenience. Because in a world designed to make you weak, doing things the hard way is the only way to keep what is yours. If you want to stop bleeding out your future for a moment of comfort, hit like and do not forget to subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.